Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gilles. I come back to speak about the law of one. Express principles, tools, ideas, and spiritual principles. But yet, all those tools and principles, it is good to hear about it. But it's far better to utilize one, and to one that makes you feel good, that works for you, and practice it over and over again in order to utilize it for your own well-being and ascension. So continue to do your spiritual exercise, but follow what makes you feel good, and so you can own that truth. So for a technique or a practice is only as good as what it can do for you. For I'm only expressing thoughts and ideas and tools, but use only that which works for you. Until it becomes a natural habit, and do not cultivate negative thoughts. And any thoughts that brings you fear or makes you suffer is not really. It is an illusion from the ego. So call on the angels always. But today I wanted to discuss a few thoughts and ideas. One of them is always, although the angels, because the angels are resource energy beings, but you want to turn your first through your intention to turn always to the prime creator, to God, to the source. For calling God all day, every day is really to remind yourself. It's like to remember your origin, to remember your source, to remember who you truly are, where you come from. There's amazing wealth and truth within this connection. For all that is true belongs to God. God is all, and it is our true nature. So it is important to focus on source now and throughout the day, to call on, to remind yourself that you are the love, you are the light, you are the truth, you are I am. When you say I am, you remember your truth, and you can discuss, make God your best friend, invite him to share your day every day, even in small things. He's there anyway, but for you to feel his presence, you need to call on him. And God will always bring you back to what interests you, what interests you now, what's significant for you now. For it's all about being ourselves, being our true self, to remember our soul, and that is the reward of all that hard work, is to remember, to reintegrate, to become to which we are, but to integrate the knowledge and energies of our true self, of our soul, which is immortal and eternal. So all of these principles will come as a result of calling on to the source. When we call on the source, we find our guides, we find our angels, and we find our soul, for it is all one of them. For it is so it is always follow your heart. Following the heart is the opposite of being selfish, and we've been working for decades to with the hopes to see the end of this dark matrix, so we can be free. And Spirit says it will come suddenly. And they showed me in a dream. Dream states are very powerful. I'm not a Freudian, but Freud brought back the idea that dreams are significant. Dreams are like a means by which to communicate with our higher self or higher selves. And so some messages can come through dreams, in encapsulation in a story that is symbolic, that can reveal to us amazing things. So this was revealed to me in a dream, that all this dark matrix will disappear all of a sudden. So do not worry about it. Do not be distracted by it. And turn within rather than being subjected to the opinion of others. It is important to remain true to yourself on that level. And so always, for it is a test and challenge right now. Everybody's tested and challenged. I'm going to discuss that a little bit. I'm going to pull a few cards with the Angel Tarot. If you want a private session, do not hesitate to send me an email. And I thank you very much for your comments, for your likes, for your sharing, your subscriptions, and for your donations. The past is listening. We've been listening to what life has taught us, and right now there can be doubts. Doubt is a dead center. For it's okay to doubt. For it's there's a time needed. The time is given to us for resolution, but we need to make choices and to choose trust, choose faith, choose flow, choose to connect to God, and do not doubt yourself. Do not doubt this whole process of evolution, the divine plan. And for that you need to find courage. For the courage will come in the now. The future, we're going to be able to make requests. We're going to be asked and we're going to receive. What we're working on now is a reconciliation with those many parts of ourselves and the world. So we need to reconcile, and the future will be clairvoyance. The outcome of that work of reconciliation will be clairvoyance. We're going to come into far more clearer visions. There is all kinds. We're really on the brink of great change. So I wanted to discuss a principle of sorts when you breathe, to breathe consciously. And when you breathe consciously, you can utilize this energy to mobilize the energy of the seminal essence at the root, at the willpower, to elevate it through your breath into the energy of the vital flow. And then you elevate it into spiritual energy, and then you let it flow through inside your aura. It's like utilizing or it can come up the spine, or it's like as the Kundalini effect, but it's really working with bringing the energy upwards, always upwards. For there are many breathing systems, but this is a very powerful one that transmutes the seminal essence into vital essence, into spiritual energy. And it's so it is something we're going to continue to work on, also, and cultivating the energy, the balance between the three first sacred ray. There is this. Yesterday I talked about the diamond light because of the song. I think this diamond light is very powerful. It's very beautiful. It's very pure. But you always want to cultivate this diamond light. It is like a flame, but it's transparent and shining. It's beautiful. When you see it, you'll see it. You'll know. It's like when it's time. The first time I saw it was the goddess of purity that showed me her flame, and then I was shown it also by a master named Serapis Bey, who works within this frequency of the diamond light. But it's very powerful, and you never project that diamond light onto others. It is too powerful. It immortalizes things, and people are not ready. So you continue to cultivate that light. You can send violet fire, you can send pink light, you can send blue light, you can send all kinds of light, but the diamond light is not really to be sent to other people. Just cultivate it within yourself. And we have those three diamonds within ourselves: a blue diamond, a pink diamond, and a yellow diamond. And from there emerge the three first rays: the divine will, the divine love, and the divine wisdom. When you work with that, you want to work with one frequency of those colors at the time. One day you work with the blue light, the other day you work with the pink light, the other day you work with the yellow light. Learn to master one frequency at a time, and eventually you want to balance out those energies, so those three flames are harmonized, and they do not one is not dominant over the other. Also wanted to mention that the guidance that we receive through our intuition is always perfect, and follow it as much as possible, even if you do not understand it. For it, maybe it is not the time for you to understand. You have to trust. This is an effort to trust and to forgive as much as possible. Forgive yourself and others. Doesn't mean to forget, but you don't want to repeat the lessons. So you want to forgive, but you want to remember not to repeat the lessons. And what we seek is to become free from astral influences. For the third and fourth dimension, are illusionary realm. We've been told that, and eventually they will collapse completely to live past the place for a totally fifth dimension, where the beginning of reality, the eternal reality of love, that will be dominant within our frequency. And so but it is a challenge, because when we're living in a third dimensional world, we are confronted with all kinds of dark things, and the challenge is to stay at peace, to stay neutral when in relation to all this surreal kind of dark things. Because if we're not serene and neutral, then we fell prey to the dark, with astral beings that come and feed on this negativity. Some people are obsessed fighting against the dark, and so they have invited the astral beings as an uninvited guest, but they're there, and sometimes they're permanent guests, and so we want to get rid of them. Call on your source and your angels to be free from that, from astral influences. And you can also connect through your intention to fifth dimensional beings and entities and groups through your intention. Understand you are already part of this galactic family. And when you call on them, it's an opportunity to discover really good feeling, really positive emotion, and because as light workers, you did not create all those problems in the world. It's like it was created through the millenniums. All kind of insanity. Humans used to be barbarous, very, very animals. They used to behave like animals, and all of this cruelty has been accumulated and needs to be released. And so we came down here, we're not responsible for what humanity has created. We came here to find solutions for them, to assist them in finding solutions. So not for 1 second to take the blame or the judgment on yourself that you've created all this madness. As light workers, we're just here to assist and help and bring our love and to assist the shift. And there's no need to plan for the future, and just ask for "Thy will be done." Trust, surrender, and flow. It's okay to cultivate your dream, but enjoy the now. You're no longer a linear being. Learn to live minute by minute. Within each minute, there can be so much that can be discovered. When we let go, we surrender and we flow. And so I'm going to pull a few cards more for this oracle of the day. Like all kinds of wonderful things that are coming up. The highest wisdom is the equitable being. You want to be fair, you want to be just, you want to be balanced, you want to be in harmony. What we need to understand, it is time for departure. So be ready to move forward. Be ready to move forward. It's like you may be called to move forward. What you need to do is trust. The card of trust. Trust the process, trust your soul, trust the plans of your soul. A lot of things are hidden from our consciousness, but our soul has already made so many plans for us. This will be done. And the outcome is a step ahead. It's a step. We are many steps. We're going to realize that the works that we've done made us much more ready in relationship to all those things that are coming. For there's going to be all kinds of things that are going to be coming into this matrix, and to break it down, and so that we can leave space for creating this better world. I think that's about what I wanted to cover today. And just call on your source always. Remember, center, focus on your heart, focus on being here and now as much as possible, and enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride as much as possible. For life is a journey. It is not a destination, and it will continue to be a journey. I'm going to sing this song to finish. It's a song with the band. I sang the song yesterday, also the Pink Floyd. The Pink Floyd, they've been trying to wake up humanity for decades, and all their music is about waking up, seeing the dark shadows, the matrix. It's one of the most philosophical bands out there. It goes like this. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue sky from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold still rain? Smile from a veil, do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for tree, hot hair for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Did you exchange walk on part in a war for a leading role in a cage? I wish you were here, with just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground have we found, same old fear, wish you were here. A cappella is a little difficult, and those are new songs. So when I sing a new song, it's always like a bit. Then I get the rhythm, and I integrate the words, and then it gets easier with time. Like everything, it's like everything. Practice, practice, practice. But do not be afraid to fail. Just do it, and if you fail, you learn something, and you get better at it. So be bold, be audacious. Really, with life, do not call on God to be with you, because with God, everything makes life is much easier. And the card of the day is the 3 of Ariel. Ariel, the beautiful Ariel, is the miracle angel. She often comes in a feminine form, although archangels are beyond polarity. She says, do what you like, or do what you love. Professional or artistic evolution. Working in team and cooperate. So there's all kinds of people that are going to complement us within our work, and we're going to complement them. So it's going to be a co-creation, a very powerful new cycle that is opening before us. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.